She did tell me that she didn't believe you at first, but then she watched the patterns of I Speak, and he was definitely lying about the whole situation. And then she told me about when she came to you and apologized and everything like that. But unbeknownst to me, I
Damn.
thought I didn't
I
know.
can't hear you again, Blaze. The
Seriously?
fuck?
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you, Blaze.
This is crazy.
I see your circle vibrating, so I know you're talking, but I can't hear Blaze at all.
I can hear her, but she can't hear me.
I get y'all can hear him, but I can't. I can't hear Blaze.
All right, so I'm gonna tell him to drop down and come right back in.
Why y'all going so hard today? Why? Why are y'all going so hard today?
Hard to say.
You good now, sis?
I can hear you now.
What part did I need to? What's the last part you heard?
The last part, you were saying that it eventually got around to the I Speak situation.
Yeah, right. She did start.
It just went out.
Yeah, she did start to speak about you. She was like, I was a supporter of I Speak. I used to tell him and give him advice about what to do on his page. Like, she literally said she was like friends with I Speak. Not like he be trying to make it like he didn't talk to her or didn't know who she was or anything like that. Like she said she was actually friends with him and used to give him advice, said she used to look up to him because he was a family man and things like that, but it was all a charade. But she said when she came across your story, she did not believe you at first. And the reason that she believed you is because of him. Not because of anything you did, it was because of him and his pattern with women.
Right.
Right?
Which makes it absolutely redundant to now turn around and say you don't believe me when you started believing me because of his actions alone.
So
Okay, Blaze, can I ask you something?
okay.
So when Tanya first came around, right? This happened when did she come around and how did she come around? So like this is always something I've always wondered. I've never asked you, but I've always
That's what he
been
was just
curious.
talking about. He was talking about how Tanya came about.
Okay, so she came about.
Thank you, Ike.
Did she come about like? So this incident happened when Alicia came. When Lisa came out with her story, was in December. I want to say 3rd or 4th, right, of 2021.
Right.
When did Tanya come to you?
Around like last February.
So about 2 months after my story came out.
I'm sorry, what was that, Paul?
February of 2022?
Yeah, of last year, yes.
So when she came, she claims, well, I don't know if she claims, actually, I don't remember if she claims that you came to her or who came to who first. But so she came to you first?
I believe she came in my live first and was in my comment section. I didn't know who she was or anything like that. I don't remember her ever trolling me or anything. When she first came to me, I had no idea who she was. But when she came to me, she specifically wanted to talk about Patrick. And when I went to her page, she had literally posted the video of Patrick threatening Tina. And it was like literally doing numbers. And like it was basically going viral. And I seen Patrick literally trying to report her page and trying to get that video down. So when I met her, I didn't know who she was, but that gave her like instant, like, all right, I'm gonna see who she is. I kind of trusted her, it made me feel a little easy, even though she was friends, like she said, with Patrick and I Speak.
Okay, because
And that's why I say she was playing you from jump.
Why I asked is because, all right, so she had been helping I Speak on the sidelines, right? But I Speak, we all know, is friends with Patrick.
No,
So here she has this beef with Patrick. So if she has beef with Patrick, then she's obviously gonna be going now against I Speak as well. Because the minute you go against Patrick, you're gonna go against anyone who supports him and does
I
him.
don't know which one started first though. I don't know that because it had to have been I Speak, right? Because when she came to me about the Patrick situation, that was all it was like within a week. And by the time she started speaking to me, she was already on police's side. So whenever she started believing I Speak, it had to have been before the Patrick situation. And she was still cool with Patrick up until that point.
Okay.
So my thing is, if you say she reached out to you in February, right?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
also
guessing it was
around the time
February.
that she made that, but that's also around the time where she made the decision that she believed me too.
Really? Could have been. Because
Yes,
I wasn't
yeah,
paying attention to it. Because she
yes,
said she
it
made a
is.
video, right? She said she made a video towards you apologizing, but I didn't ever see
Yes,
the video.
she did. She came into my live. I played the video a couple of times in my live, and she was in there for maybe a good month, right? Then she disappeared. And I even said one time, what happened to the Tanya Michelle girl? Nobody knew what happened to her. She just fucking disappeared. And then she pops back up with you.
Yep.
But the thing is that she sent you that message around the same time that she made the fucking video about me.
When I believe when she was telling me like it was recent. But like I said, I went to both.
No.
She had, hold on. She had 2 pages. And I went to
Yep.
both of them and I could not, I don't know if I just overlooked the video. I wasn't really looking for it, but I wanted to see it. But I never seen that video that she made towards you. I really don't remember it or anything
She
like that.
did. She
But
made a whole video.
like I said, it didn't start off with her. I Speak. It started off with Patrick because for like maybe like 2 to 3 weeks, I was going in on Patrick. Like
But
she
that's
is
what
the
I'm
one
saying. That was her connection to you.
right.
I mean, that was it. That was her connection to you.
Oh, that was her
Patrick,
way
that
in.
was her
I
way
get it. I
in.
get it. Yeah, I get it. That was her way in.
Yep.
But my thing is this: if she was sent by them, why in the? I think I don't know. Like, why in the fuck would she want to give me all their dirty laundry?
Because you got to remember, they don't care what type of attention they get.
Long as
They don't
get attention.
care.
Okay.
Long as they get attention.
Narcissists don't care.
They
Type
don't.
of attention they get.
Which is why do you think I Speak is so quick to bring up this situation everywhere he go, but won't talk to me? He claims he wants to fucking move on from this. But every fucking thing that he does, every interview he has to throw me in there. Because he wants that attention.
I will say this story because I thought this story. Hold on. I thought this story was real important. So one day, I don't know what was the beef. She didn't really like Alicia because she was supporting Mo at that time. But
Also, she didn't like Alicia from the beginning, which
At
makes
all.
a lot of sense why she was planting the seed in those Zoom calls about your dynamics.
Wait. Right.
But
Go ahead and finish up, Blaze. Hold on.
So
I want to hear what you're saying.
it kind of switched up though, because this is before Mo. We brought out the whole shit about Mo, right? I think it was, if my memory serves me correct. She made a video for Alicia, but and I posted it on that You Are My Content page for Alicia, but went out somewhere and she was trying to get in contact with me to take the video down because she had made another one for Alicia. So this is how Alicia found out about her and her working behind the scenes with me, is because she reached out to Alicia to take the video down on the page. And Alicia didn't know who the fuck she was. So Alicia like, who the fuck is you? And I'm like, why would you reach out to Alicia? Because she didn't want to know. She didn't at that point. She didn't want nobody to know that she was working with me behind the scenes.
So she
But
put herself
she
out
reached
there.
out
So
to
why would you put yourself out there if you claim you don't want to be known and you want to be behind the scenes?
and that's why Alicia never fucking trusted her. Alicia did not like Tanya. She did not like Tanya being around. She didn't like. They didn't like each other. It's but like they just put their shit to the side because of me.
Okay.
And that's why I never got down with the Tanya with the whole thing about when she was talking about the whole thing that happened in the Zoom with Alicia. And remember that whole thing that happened between her, Alicia, and Vixen? I'm like,
Yeah.
Vixen is the one that's lying. Why are you mad at Alicia? She's manipulating Alicia and Alicia falling for it. And I
Because
told
she
her
didn't
Alicia
like,
was falling
also,
for it.
what it sounds like to me is that she didn't like Alicia the whole entire time. So this was all like, in a way, like a setup. That's what it sounds like to me.
To isolate Blaze. To
Yep.
isolate Blaze because
Yep.
Blaze was always the target.
Yep.
She was trying to get in with Blaze.
So that explains the whole YouTube channel.
And now that also explains why she gradually went on to try to catch you up in those conversations. That's why she got all these moments. She was discussing, or what she now calls doing intel on Polisa. Doing intel on Polisa. That's why she set you up like that. She couldn't just come out and tell you, hey, you know, fuck Polisa. Like, we finna turn this shit on Polisa. She had to
No,
get
that
you to
wouldn't work. She
gradually
know
turn
that
on
wouldn't
me.
work with me.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
same-
She knew it wouldn't work with you to come straight to you and say, hey, this is a whole ploy to discredit Polisa.
But
So
the
what she
same
did
way,
is
the same,
hold on, let me finish. Hold on. What she did was slowly plant seeds, recording those conversations so that she could put it out there like, y'all didn't believe me, like y'all were doing intel. It wasn't no y'all doing intel. It was her trying to catch you up to spin a fucking narrative to say what she wanted you to say so she could have a got you moment on fucking tape.
The point,
And
because
it didn't
I'm not
work.
going to do that. Because I told you that whole time that she was telling me that I didn't. You know how Tanya used to tell you the story. You'd be like, it could make sense, but it don't
But
make
what I'm
sense.
saying is she manipulated you to say stuff that was suspect enough for her to
Yeah.
think she had a got you moment.
Right.
You know
I
what I'm
get
saying?
that.
Like, especially when you were like, yeah, when police said, you know, I think she did want a part of this.
Right.
She spun that narrative that you were saying that I wanted a part of this whole drama thing. Like, I wanted to be famous. Like, I wanted to be one of these
Yeah, but
large
that I was
creators.
speaking
But
on
that's not what it
chaos.
was.
Because she was talking about. I was talking about Patrick being live the same time you are, for the simple fact that I think Patrick be going live when you go live to take away from your live, so people don't watch your live. But she tried to make it as though
Exactly. But if
like
you
it was
remember,
a scheme.
Blaze,
but
hold
we
on,
know in those Zoom calls,
hold
she
on.
was saying that to us. Look how Patrick goes live every time you go live, Polisa.
But Blaze, you
Was she
also
not? Pull my
said,
finger. Hold on.
Yes,
Was she
yes,
not
it
though?
was. I
Was she
remember
not pointing out how every time I went live, I speak or Patrick or one of them would go live? Am I wrong? Pull my finger. Am I wrong? I agree.
that's
Nope.
what she used to say to me.
yeah,
Nope,
but you
that's what she used
also
to say all the
said,
time.
Blaze, there was a time that I feel like she did get you. Because at one point you said, Polisa said she didn't want to be a part of it, and I think she did.
Right, but we were
That's why I
speaking
said she
on.
manipulating him enough for him to say that, to have a
Right.
gotcha moment.
Mm-hmm.
But she knew I would never say that Polisa was lying because I never thought that. She knew she had no proof of that.
But what we're saying is she was working you slowly to get you there to whether you thought I was
Yes.
lying or not, that you
Yeah,
were
I
still
know.
going to support her train of thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
could have been like,
Well,
I don't
let's
fully
look at the
agree, but
timeline.
what
Let's
she's
look at
saying
the
makes sense.
timeline. Since we're all about data and timeline, let's look at the timeline. Because in that same week, when she was talking about Lisa with you behind the scenes, she also dropped Lachey because she was upset that Lachey was not believing Polisa, and her platform was all about will always
Who's
be J
Lachey?
for P. for Palisa would always be J for P. But in that same week, she was also talking about her behind the scenes with you.
Right. And she's also now trying to put Lachey out there as an op. I saw her
Who's
briefly on one of her
Lachey?
lives pointing out Lachey. Look how Lachey just came in there. And I'm also point out, it's not that Lachey didn't believe me. She just was, what she was saying was
Her
she didn't
definition.
get SA'd because she ran the fuck up out of there. It's not that she didn't believe what I was saying. What she was saying was, thank God you got out of there before he actually did any real damage. And Tanya turned that shit around and dropped that girl out the box like she said she didn't believe me, when that is not what she was saying.
My thing is, right?
Who is
You're all about
Lachey?
justice.
I
My
don't know who
thing
that
is
is.
that, hold on, Blaze, hold on. Let me just say
The
this,
one
because
Tanya used
I
to
really
call
want to say
bestie.
this. That whole week, that same week, she was all about justice for Palisa, and now drop people out the box who don't believe Palisa. But behind the scenes, she was with you trying to plant the seed that
Right.
Lisa was a fucking liar. So let's stick to that. Because that
Right.
was all
Right,
within
Paul.
4 fucking days.
So she was being performative.
Right.
When it all
She
boils
was
down to it, she
fucking
was being
lying
performative as
all the
fuck.
time,
And she was
acting
performative
in
from the very
public like
beginning.
she was all about you, and dropping Lachey like it was all about you that whole entire time. But behind the scenes, she was with Blaze, planting seeds of doubt.
And you know what's funny? She was in Make Me Work Live, and she's been in the other couple lives. And I be seeing people say it's a fake page. I go to the page, it's her page.
Because she
I
lurking.
mean, and no,
Just
these
like
be
she's
our
doing now.
supporters saying it's her fake page.
Tanya, if you
Some
are
of our
gonna
supporters
record
saying it
this
was a
and you're
fake
gonna
page.
watch this, I'm gonna tell you how I know you're lying. Every time you lie, you giggle and you laugh and you have no rebuttal. Cause that's what you do. You play with your hair. You want to talk about patterns, bitch? You play with your hair. You grab a cup of juice or some shit like that, and you avoid the hard questions. You have nothing. You've never provided nothing. All you do is talk. That's all you do. So as I say this, you're probably laughing too. You know why? Because you got nothing. And all you do is laugh. Keep on giggling, bitch.
Oh, God.
And now I did call you a bitch. Now I'm calling you a bitch. I never called you a bitch before, but now I'm gonna call you the bitch that you are.
Come on, Tanya, bring your no-neck having ass on out of hiding, girl. We know you
You
hiding
talk
behind the
about
scenes
cam
right now
up,
watching
bitch.
these
You
lives.
talk
We
about
know you
cam
are.
up, bitch. You're always talking about cam up, bitch. Come over here to the live and let's talk about it. Cam up over here, bitch.
I want to know why.
Oh, no, I got to fart, y'all, and I can't hold it, so I hope you don't hear it.
Lord, put it on mute.
Hear me?
I want to know why would I feel like I know somebody was coaching Ashley today. If that was you, Tanya, why would you even drug this back up, knowing how close you are to it?
We good.
But
We good. You know what,
I
Tanya?
don't
We
think she...
good. You know what,
Hold
Tanya?
on.
We good. Because at the end of the day, Tanya, this is one thing we're not scared about. We're not scared about giving up our phones. We're not scared about putting our shit in the fucking basket. We're not.
That
We're gonna
part.
put it out there because we don't got shit to hide. Who is that white lady, I creep? Who is that white lady on your... I just want to know. That looks like... Actually, that looks like my cousin. Is that my cousin? It looks like my cousin. She can go for my cousin.
No, that's
Hey,
Tanya.
city cat. What's new, City Cat?
I was just about to say that.
Whoa,
So.
whoa.
I'm just so mad. I'm just so mad at this point. I've been quiet. I've been trying not to say shit. But God fucking damn it. Like, lady, you are crazy.
Single white female crazy, like you
You're
said.
crazy, lady. Like, you just throw out stories and make up shit in your delusional fucking mind and see what fucking sticks. What is you're not okay in the head. And you definitely should not be around children. I'm just gonna say that.
Right. What you want? Go ahead, City Cat.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything. I'm just laughing. Because,
Oh,
you know,
mhm.
from day one, when she appeared, I said, oh, no, thank you.
Do you
And
remember
Right.
that first live she did, City Cat? In
I'm not
Blazers
sure.
on Father's Day? The first live that she did, she talking about like, I have been watching pool. I have been doing pool. Bitch, if you felt
Oh,
like that
yeah.
from the first day about me, then why when you did the first live that you did with Blaze, you were all in the live, hi pool, kissing my ass, bitch.
She could
'Cause
never
that was her
stand me,
way
but
in.
yeah, she couldn't stand me, but she couldn't get rid of me.
Okay, so let me add a little context to that. When I don't remember when she started speaking on Pool, but I do remember her saying that Pool was in on all of this, and this is why Pool left why you moved out of the United States and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
fled. I
Hold on.
fled. Yeah, I fled.
Hold on. Now she did say that you and Vixen, and somebody else, I can't remember who it was.
Alicia, she said me, Vixen, and Alicia
No,
were
no, 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 no,
trying
no, no. I'm
to.
talking about before. This is another conversation. She's like I said, when she first started talking about you, she knew that you were friends with Cuban and that you and
Yeah,
Cuban were.
I've never denied that though. That's
No,
always
no,
been
that's
the
why
truth.
she said that Cuban was getting information that she shouldn't have because you were giving it to her and y'all were still talking behind the scenes. Uh,
Okay, what information, Tanya? What information was Cuban getting from me? Because the only information Cuban was ever getting from me, if any, was me letting Cuban know that I didn't fucking believe her.
Wait, hold on. Let Blaze finish though, because I want to hear exactly what Tanya said.
Right. Go ahead. Good.
right now, she said that uh, because your husband was in the military, that he's knee deep in this too,
Oh,
Ah.
and he's
yes.
The
helping
same
you
way like
cover.
the twins
Wait,
are
let him
part of the
finish. Hold on. Let him
FBI.
finish. Let him finish. Let him finish. Hold on. Let him finish.
And you were covering. I'm sorry, your husband was knee deep in this, and you were help covering for I Speak and the Navy. That's why he had to get out, and that's the main reason why you ran because you and your husband.
So, okay, so me and my husband fled the country because my husband is in on this, right? But she also said that caramel and apple sticks work for the FBI. She also said that I creep work with hackers. She also said, like, this woman, like, she grasps for anything. She's fucking insane.
Now, like I said, when she first came around, she named down everybody. She even brought City Cat into this. How she said
Oh,
City
what
Cat
was
used to
City
be
Cat
friends
though?
with Cuban. Who else was
City
friends
Cat
with
never
Cuban?
denied
These are
that.
she was what she was saying is y'all are all silent fold members.
Oh, that I had
Right.
the old recording. She just didn't have it. I never gave it to her. As a matter of fact, she would all like I gave her the password to my secret YouTube where I have all my intel at. And when I gave it to her, within 2 days, I changed it because she said something. I can't remember what it was, but I remember I messaged Lisa and I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm just going to change the password again because something about her, like, it just
Also,
doesn't sit
because I
right.
asked, like, I think also too, that's when I asked, like, who's been deleting videos? Because I saw where it said video deleted, and you said you hadn't deleted
I
any
didn't
video.
delete anything in our YouTube.
Right.
That's
So
crazy.
I was beginning spectacles. So all I did was I changed the YouTube, and so in that YouTube channel, I have all the recordings, like the personal recordings that I have with Cuban, the personal recordings with Daewoo, all with Eddie. I have all of them in there. So I want to protect them. So I was like, I'm gonna change the password because for me to be being told that it's being deleted, like I don't know, like I didn't like it. So I changed the password. I don't know. Ever since then I
That
became
had
a
to be
fucking
Tanya
op.
deleting videos because I didn't do it and you didn't do it.
Then I
So it
became
had
an
to be
op
Tanya
all of a
deleting
sudden.
videos.
Then we had
So
the
why would you be
Zoom.
on our
We
YouTube
had
page
the
deleting
Zoom.
videos?
Okay, we had the Zoom, right? We had the Zoom call. And she created this chat group on it was called Truth or whatever the fuck she called it. And I was summoned to the Zoom. And I said, what the fuck is this, pretty much, in short. So the twins were like, you just come to the Zoom so we can clear this up. So everybody said their piece. Alicia was in there. She said her piece about how she felt. My piece, as far as I was concerned, was, bitch, you called me an op. So why the fuck, like, should I even talk to you? You consider me an op. So why do we need to talk anymore? And the girls were like, we want you to come back to the group chat and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, like, I don't feel like I should come back to the group chat if I'm going to be considered a fucking op. That was the gist of the whole conversation in short. I ended up going back to the fucking group chat when we went into the conversation.
Hold on. Ashley, why you back? Ashley, why are you back?
Right, I agree. You're a hacker. Y'all don't even understand what this woman put me through. Y'all don't even understand. And I was talking about this the other day. I don't want to put out the Zoom call because, to be honest with you, I sound crazy. If y'all hear me, like, I sound crazy. Like, I'm going off on this woman, like, blah, 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 blah. And if you don't know the context, I do sound crazy. And I do. And I just don't want to explain to nobody what this woman made me go through on this app. And to see, and to be honest with you, I was hurt by a lot of people on this app that I thought that were my friends because they went
Yep.
along with her shit. And I would see them in the comment sections like, oh, not Pool. I can't. Well, you know what? I always thought Pool was this, or I always thought Pool was that. And all I did was just block y'all because I was just like, you know what? Like, if you can't even reach out to me and find out what's going on, I'm just going to fucking block y'all. And that's what I did. I was hurt. Like,
You were. You really were.
yeah, City Cat, you know, because me and you talked about this for many
Yep.
hours.
And the time that we spent when we first got all this started.
And then they went for you, City Cat.
Oh yeah.
After that, it was like one by one. She went one by one, one by one. Like her whole thing was like causing, like it just seemed like she wanted for everybody to just like be mad at Lisa at some point. Like I'm
Yep.
gonna talk shit about Vixen. I'm gonna talk shit about City Cat and pull my finger. And she knew how Lisa was. Like Lisa is like, you know, at the end of the day, they gotta show me who the fuck they are. So like it's almost like she took advantage of that and almost like, well, Lisa's not defending you, so you're gonna have to go against Lisa. But that didn't work because we didn't. We didn't go against Lisa. We wanted
Nope.
Lisa to see exactly who the fuck she was on her own, the way she said she wanted to do it. And that's what we let her happen. That's what we let her do. But it was almost like, and it's the same thing. Like she went up, she graduated little by little from Vixen, like actually from Alicia to Vixen to
I
to
honestly
me
think that
to the
she thought
twins.
since me.
Hold on, Alicia, hold on. She went from
Well, please call me
Alicia,
Lisa so people don't hold
my
on. Don't call me
perspective. I'm
Alicia
just
right
speaking
now
from my
so they
perspective.
don't get confused.
I'm just, no, yeah, I'm just speaking from my perspective. It seemed like she went from Alicia Bratchett to Vixen to me to the twins to I Creep. Actually, in between, me and Vixen and me was actually Blaze at one point, and she got mad at me because I was still talking to Blaze. Remember that?
Well, she got mad at us because we were still talking to
We're
Blaze.
still talking to Blaze,
That's what
right? So
that fucking Zoom call when Alicia got mad because we were like, it ain't like we cut Blaze off. It ain't like we don't still talk to Blaze. We're just
right.
saying, woman to woman, right now, women need to be speaking louder than Blaze right now.
Absolutely, because Blaze is not a victim of sexual assault or any type of thing, so he doesn't have insight. That's the way we were seeing it,
Right.
Exactly.
you know? So, who better to speak to than people actually who have been through it? But she is so fucking calculated. She is calculated, manipulative. And so she went through Alicia, Vixen, back to me, because now at this point, Vixen and Alicia were completely gone. Back to me, then back to the twins, then back to
Hey, Connor, mute real quick, boo. It's a lot of
then
static. Well, never mind, it went away.
back to the twins. Well, then when I left the second time, then it was back to the twins for talking to me because she didn't like the fact that the twins were talking to me again. And then back to White Creep, then back to Blaze, then back. Like, she's just been jumping around. But the whole entire time, I didn't know that Angie played a role in this, right? When Angie went live, and it made sense to me then because Angie went live and she was upset because at this point she had bought the ticket to go to Canada and she couldn't go to Canada anymore because, she went live and she said how she hates robotic people without emotions and blah, blah, blah. She has sent me a voice message days before that telling me how Tanya was robotic and had
Well,
no
everybody that was in
emotions.
that live knew Angie was talking about Tanya. Even if you didn't know the behind the scenes, it was obvious she was talking about Tanya. Everybody that caught that live knew she was talking about Tanya. Some of them folks sent the live to Tanya, and Tanya
Right.
came in there, didn't say a word, but she
And
was
she
in
was
there.
on live with
I had
Blaze.
no idea. I had
You were
no
on live
idea
with
till you
Angie
Blaze.
told me,
did
You were
that.
sis.
on
Listen,
live
this is
with
the
her.
thing. Hold on, pull, and then I'm gonna let Khan go real quick. This is the thing. Angie had been doing lives for like that past before this whole blow up. For the 2 weeks before that blow up.
I have
Anybody
them
that was
recorded
hold on,
too,
pull.